All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set, 50 seconds. Let's go, D. Let's go. Put up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On second and a yard. Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
51's the mic.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I got it. 53's the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jannard Avery with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They bring their punter out there now. Back deep is Albert Wilson.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Kill.
Now a give, right side. Bradley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
48, Mike. 48.
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bradley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shoot.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
48. All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And some room to maneuver.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
180. Run.
Under 10. 10.
King.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Let's get this.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Right. And over. 53. Mike, 53. Where'd he go?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
53, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 20. 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
48 right now. Let's go.
Watch the slant.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Regular. 48, Mike, 48. Watch the run. Hurry. 48 for Mike. Hey, we have you.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Jackson will throw again. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, it's Bradley. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a give, right side. Bradley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Let's go. Hey, Mike, 40, Mike. Pistol. Rip left. 40's Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Slam. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Now a give, right side. Bradley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
53, Mike, 53. I'm here all day. Joker.
Hey, alert!
Check, 53's Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
Here's Mayfield. screenplay. Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike, 48. Mike.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And all the defense has it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You. Off. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Here's Jackson throwing again. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike, 53.
Now Jackson on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Real. Hey! Check, Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Alert 3.
On third down, it's Bradley. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson to throw again. Completes it to Aguilar. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Run.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Man, I got you. Hurry.
53's the mic.
My touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Push him back. Check. 53.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Let's go, D.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Yeah. You don't want none. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hurry, hurry. Watch the motion.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And Walker has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. He got 29 yards that time.
Good. 180. Hey, tighten down, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, watch this, watch.
Run.
Back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
57, Mike. Orbit. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Tight dog. Check 26, check 26.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They come out here in the eye. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good. 180. I don't even know why this team showed up. Up, left.
Let's go. Hey,
Hurry.
40, Mike, 40. I don't think you got it, son. 40's mine.
Watch out.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Moncrief brings it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Let's go.
23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. 53's the mic. 56. You don't want this. Mike, 53. 53.
Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 3 buzz.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Ball trot. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Check pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set. 180.
He's scared. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Switch. Switch. Watch the edge.
Kings. Watch out.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
He wasn't ready.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Bring it.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the grab by Croft. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's put them on the buses. Put that team on the bus.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike's 57, 56.
56. Bullet. Half. Mike, 57. Defense wins championships, baby. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
Now a give right side. Bradley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel